Hey guys, it's Sanan back with another video. I know it's been a long time since we've uploaded and we're really sorry for that, but we had like a lot going on. We were bombarded with uni stuff and UCAS stuff, interviews, so really sorry for that, but we're back now. We're going to be uploading again on a weekly process, so stay tuned. And today's video is going to be a really special one because I finally bought my first car, so I'm going to give you an in-depth review and talk you through how I bought it, how much it cost me to insure. So let's get into the video. So here I have the Toyota Yaris 1 litre 2008 model, 5-door, and it's a manual. So it cost me £2,000 to buy this car. I bought it from Stockport. It had one lady owner, which is really good because ladies drive nicely. So the car's been driven really nicely, and it's only driven 49,000, and that's basically nothing. It's like, you know, it's really low, so that's really good. So let's start this up. And some of the things I got for my car was a leather steering wheel cover, because the one that came with it wasn't that good, so I just bought this and, you know, stitched this on. Sorry for the stitching, it's not that good, but yeah. The seats weren't that good, so I just put a cover on it because it's like 20 quid, but it's good to buy one. So if you come out of the car, I also bought these. So I also bought these wind deflectors, and they're a really good investment because on the motorways they really put the noise level down. And as I work at KFC, right? So I travel a lot, so I'm mostly on the motorways. So I actually do put my window down sometimes, and it does put the noise level down. So that's really good. And plus it makes it look a bit sporty, so why not? And also, you know, change these plastic wheels I had that came with it, the grey ones, which look awkward. So I bought these blue rim ones for around £20 as well, and yeah, put some zip ties around it to keep it in place, so it looks quite sporty from the back and the front, so that's quite good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the Toyota Yaris T2 model, and the price specification I think is a Z, and then the one below that is T3, so it's like a mid-spec one. The headlights on this are really clean. Normally we find these headlights on second-hand cars all fucked up, right? Because they've got like mist all over them. So that's a really good point on this car. It's got electric door mirrors, which is awesome on a 2008 plate car. It is a 5-door, so I can always carry my sister, my nephew, not my nephew, my niece on the back. So that's really good. I did get a black box fitted in this car, but at the moment it's removed. But that's a complete different story, so I'll tell you that in another video. And let me show you the boot size. The boot size isn't too bad. We can easily carry like weekly shoppings in 1 or 2 suitcases, small ones, which would be enough for like a young driver. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you the interior of the car. So here I have the normal steering wheel with the buttons. Here we have the radio. You can tune in from here and change the volume from here. These are normal heating systems, which all cars have. That's for the rear one. If you know your interior gets steamed up, and that's for different areas in the car, if you want it from the feet, from the front and the feet. So whichever way you want to set it, doesn't really matter unless it's like really steamed up. So that's the normal screen here. It has got a digital display. It's not got the analog. That's quite good. So I prefer the digital because it's a bit more accurate, but as new cars all have digital displays as well, so that's quite cool. So let's start this up and then I'll show you the bonnet and what's under the bonnet. And just before I show you, here are the normal sorry, that was just the video coming back on by itself. So that's for the mirrors, electric mirrors. That's for your headlights down there, and here is your mirror locking system and windows. Only the front windows are electric, back ones are manual, because it's not it's only like the mid-spec model, it's not a really high-spec model. And if I show you around the back there is enough space. So that's the knee room I have, and I have enough headroom as well, and you can easily fit 4 people in here. But I wouldn't suggest that, because you know it's only here, and if you put 4 people in there, then the car may struggle a bit. Smaller engines, and I'll just show you the mileage on the car and stuff. So as you can see, it's 51 driven now. And let's open up the boot, which is here under there. Here we have the boot. That's just the normal engine noise. Here we have one of them things that we use to hold the car, as you all know. There. That's the engine. It's a little noisy, 1 litre plus. It's a petrol, can't have one of the diesels. And that's the belt. I got the new battery, of course, from Holford about last week, I think, maybe the week before, can't really remember. And that's the engine, that's the green wash. Here we have the engine coolant pipe. It is a really nice small engine, nothing too complicated, you see. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to take you guys around for a POV drive and show you what the car's really like to drive. And if we get a chance, we might even do a 0 to 60, because what happens is a lot of people think these 1 litre cars are really slow, but that's not how it is. If you see this car, because when I had the box right, I couldn't really speed, but ever since I've got the box removed, I can now speed. I've taken it on the motorway to around 99 miles an hour. That's a top speed for a 1 litre, and that's really good. The car is really good on fuel, so I do a lot of motorway mileage, and around 4 days a week, and every day I do 30 miles on the motorway, so that does add up right around 150, 160 miles a week. So I only put really 20 quid a week, that's it, and that's all I do basically. That's 80 quid a month for fuel, and you get around 350 miles on a full tank, and with 20 quid you get about half a tank, sometimes a bit more, depending on where you get it from. I normally get it from Shell, really reliable. So yeah, let's go for a drive, and I'll show you what this car can really do if you put it to the test. So yeah. So yeah, let's take her for a drive. I have ordered a GoPro, so I will be doing my future videos on that, but for now I'm just using the phone holder. So yeah, we just have to deal with it, you see. And yeah, let's take you guys for a drive now. Just the heating. Has a 65 brake horsepower, which is quite low, and you know, comparing cars with 200, 300, like a car should at least have 100 brake horsepower if you really want to enjoy the driving experience. But despite this is the first car, and young drivers, you know, they don't really have much experience with new cars and faster cars, it's a really good car, you know. Let's say on the second gear now, even if I brake hard, it's good, brakes are really solid. Another tip, guys, you know, if you are looking to save on fuel, right, you should, on a 30-mile-an-hour road, try to drive in the 5th gear, because all that's going to do is you're going to hardly use any fuel because you're on a low speed and a higher gear. So that's for, if you want to save on fuel, basically, and don't want to pay too much. If you want to drive fast and rough, which is normally how I drive, then you know, you won't be able to save much on fuel because your average MPG will be around 35, 36. But if you drive nicely, like with the box, like I used to do 2 months ago, I used to get sometimes even 50 MPG. That's how good this car is on fuel, depending on how nicely you drive. So try the 0 to 60 now. There isn't too much traffic. And this car is. I will put a timer on the screen to see how long it takes. So, yeah. But I reckon I've never done it before. Like I've never timed it, but I reckon it'll be around 12 to 14 seconds, despite it's a 1 litre car. Right now there. That's 40. That's 52. That's 60. Yeah. It is quite quick. Like it's only 1 litre. If you compare to, let's say, something like 1.4, this is much better because it's really cheap on insurance. Something like me getting insurance on a 1.4 without box is around £3,000. For me, this is like £1,200. So you see the gap where you have to, you know, sacrifice the horsepower. It depends how you drive. If you really want to, you know, rev the car and, you know, keep in the first 3 gears, then you're good to go. But if you want to drive nicely and, you know, save fuel, then you won't be able to drive rough, you know. Like I normally get on my average, I normally don't drive like this, of course, it's not allowed, right? That's no good. So I normally get around 46, 47, sometimes even 53, 54. Highest I've ever had is 57 mpg. That was a bit of motorway mileage, so that's how it is. That's just how it is, you know. And see, we're back home now. Just want to do the 0 to 60 test really, and show you a bit around how the car really is. The gear changing is really smooth. It's got really short turning circles, so that's really good. So this was it, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope you're all doing really well, and stay home, stay safe. Please give the video a thumbs up if you really liked it, and do share it with your friends. I will see you in the next video.